Hey everybody, what's going on? Um, Back with another video, real quick. Um, let's see. The fuck was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, the Celtics. Um, I wanted to review the preseason. I know it's only been a couple games, but I want to talk about that. And I wanted to talk about how everyone is writing off the Celtics. And I know I've talked about that in a bunch of my videos, so I'm gonna touch on that also. But as far as the preseason goes right now, it's looked pretty damn good. There's been a lot of positives out of this preseason, which I'm liking a lot. First and foremost, the guy that has surprised me by far has been Jared Sullinger. I mean, his ability to finish around the basket, play really good defense. I mean, he's an absolutely really good rebounder. Um, the only thing I would say he probably could, improve on or maybe develop is a jump shot. I mean, other than that, I mean, I think this guy should have been like a lottery pick because I think he's turned a lot of heads with the way he's been playing. I get it's only the preseason; it really doesn't mean shit. They're just trying to evaluate players, but I don't think anyone was expecting Sullinger to play this good. I think he had like 20 points some other night, 30 points, something like that. But he's playing good and he's good around the basket. He's good in the post, and he can finish around the rim. Um, so he's definitely been a positive. He's going to be a good addition to the bench. I think he's going to play really well this year if Doc gives him the minutes. Um, Another guy who has really played well coming off heart surgery is Jeff Green. He's played amazing this preseason, this far. He's really scoring well. He's like doing layups and shit, finish around the basket, doing jump shots. I mean, he's really looked, healthy, and that's good because everyone was really concerned about where he was going to be at after the surgery, if he was going to be the same or not. But he's looked pretty damn good so far. I think that's going to carry over into the regular season. I don't know if he's going to be the starter. I kind of am doubting it just because of his surgery. They don't want to overwork him. They don't want to overdo it. Probably going to take baby steps. Um, but I think he'll be, he'll play well off the bench. He's played really well this preseason. I'm really impressed with him. Um, I was trying to think. Well, obviously Rondo, but I'm just kind of touching on guys that have kind of jumped out at me this far. You could say Darko Milicic, but I don't know if he's gonna. He's played good defense. I think that's really they all really need him for is the defense and a big body. And Fab Melo, I should also say, has looked really good on the defensive side, rebounding, blocking shots. So he'll be a good addition as well. But they haven't. I know everyone else is going to play fine. I'm just kind of touching on who's really jumped out at me this preseason this far. So yeah, that about covers it for preseason so far. I can't wait for the regular season. So next topic. It seems to me everyone around YouTube, I guess on ESPN, everyone else has been saying, the Celtics are old. Kevin Garnett's past his prime. Pierce isn't as good as he used to be. Ray Allen's gone. Blah, blah, blah. And to be honest, I don't know how anyone can throw them in the conversation of them being a top team in the Eastern Conference. I really don't see anybody else that has the capability of beating the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference besides the Celtics. I don't think that there's. If anyone can leave a comment of a team in the Eastern Conference that's going to beat the Heat, besides the Celtics, please let me know. I think the Celtics, if they are at 100%, everyone's healthy, they can beat the Miami Heat. Now, everyone calls me crazy because, they lost Ray Allen. They're not going to be the same team, blah, blah, blah. They're a better team. They're a better team, better off without Ray Allen. Avery Bradley, after he comes off surgery, is going to play really well. He played well in the playoffs last season and in the regular season, or not in the playoffs, in the regular season. And I really believe this team is going to not win the Eastern Conference, because I know the Heat, they won a championship. They've done all that shit. And I'm not saying that they're not a great team, because they are, but the Celtics have a chance to beat the Miami Heat. They truly do, because they've won a championship. They know what it takes to get back there. They've beaten great teams. And Kevin Garnett built the Celtics defense when he came here. They still have one of the top defenses in the league. Maybe not one of the best rebounding defenses, but one of the best overall defenses in the league. And I know a lot of people have been saying, the Brooklyn Nets are the second best team in the East. I know a lot of people on here have been saying that. And I know I've mentioned that in my other videos, but the Brooklyn Nets haven't proven anything. I don't like Brook Lopez. I don't think anyone does. If you like him, then I think you need to go get your head checked, because he's probably one of the worst centers in the league, just for the simple fact that he can't rebound. That pretty much sums it up for me. But the Celtics, yeah, they lost Ray Allen, and everyone was devastated. Everyone was, he's a traitor, blah blah blah. I talked about that. Ray Allen is not a traitor to Boston video. And honestly, I don't have anything against Ray, but we're better off without him. I don't think people say that Celtics are worser now than they were when they had Allen, because now that Allen's gone, they're not going to win a championship. And have people forgotten about Rajon Rondo? I mean, the way he played in the playoffs, the way he played in the regular season. I mean, this guy right now, the way he's playing in the preseason and the way he played in the playoffs, I think, well, he already is the best point guard in the league. Well, not the best point guard, but the best passing point guard, I should say, in the league. The way he passes, controls the offense, can change games, can take over games, do all of that shit. You saw him shooting threes last year in the playoffs, jump shots with confidence. It looks like he has more confidence in the preseason than he, has ever had before. So Rondo with confidence is, I mean, the sky's the limit for the guy. I mean, I think maybe this season, if he puts up maybe 17, 18 a game, 5, 6 rebounds, 10 assists, he'll definitely be in the discussions for the MVP candidate. But I don't know if he'll put up that much. I mean, Rondo's Rondo. He just plays, doesn't really care about points. So we'll see what happens with that. But for everybody out there who thinks that the Celtics aren't the second best team in the East, please give me another team in the East that's like above the Celtics. Just give me one team besides the Brooklyn Nets, because everyone is overrating the Brooklyn Nets. I don't think the Brooklyn Nets are anything special. But overall, that's all I wanted to talk about. I think the Celtics are the only team that are going to beat the Heat. I think are the only team that have a chance of beating the Heat. I mean, I say they're going to beat the Heat, but until I see the regular season and how they're playing, I'll be able to determine it better. But I think they have the utmost chance out of anyone else in the East of beating the Heat in the regular season, going into the playoffs, and I mean, that's all I have to say about it. Let me know what you guys think. Leave comments. Subscribe. Give me one team in the East that will beat the Miami Heat besides the Boston Celtics. Just one other team, because there isn't any, unless any of you guys can come up with one, because I really can't come up with one. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. That's it. I'll see you guys later. I'll try to make more videos as much as I can. Alright, I'm out.